Hi, ElectroLovers. I'm Dillon Francis, and this is my top 5. Do not miss this. It's fantastic.
ElectroLovers, estamos con Dillon Francis, que está por acá de visita en México, y bueno, vamos a hacer un top 5 con él porque es una persona muy divertida. Did you understand what I just said?
I'm visiting Mexico, and I'm about to ask you the top 5, and is it very different?
Very funny that you are
funny. Divertido, that's funny.
Yeah.
See, I get messed up with my English, but I remember that word.
Okay, so let's start with the top 5, okay? Yeah. So, top 5 of your favorite guilty pleasure songs.
Ooh, okay. This is great. This is a really good one for me because, so the first one that comes to mind is Kesha, Die Young. And I remember when me and my friends, this t-shirt company / they do a bunch of stuff. They've done a bunch of work for me with my visuals for my live shows. They're called Pizza Slime. When we were going to Vegas, we were driving there, and every hour we would have a Kesha break where we would put on Kesha Die Young because we all love that song, and we would just headbang, and then we would go back to normal music. So that's one of them.
What's normal music?
Normal music is, that's a good question. I guess it would be like more hip hop or like Jay-Z or something like that. Kendrick, something like that, So it's a very different spectrum to go from Kendrick Lamar to being like, Kesha break, here we go. So that one, another guilty pleasure song. I mean, I've been listening to, I don't know if this is a guilty pleasure because I listen to it all the time and I'm not, because are you supposed to be ashamed of guilty pleasures?
Kind of.
Yeah, right? I mean, I don't know if I should, I don't feel ashamed of this, but if people want me to feel shame, okay, whatever. But my guilty pleasure is Casey Musgrave's High Horse. Mm-hmm. That song is so good. So good. I mean, and I even listen to Space Cowboy with my tour manager. I guess that's a guilty pleasure that we have right now where we'll sing to each other. Wow. So, and I guess that's the moment that's the good moment from that. We sing Space Cowboy and High Hopes to each other. And I feel really good because I introduced Casey Musgrave's music to him. So now he's obsessed with it. So, that's number 2. Number 3, I guess when I was younger, I was obsessed with the Spice Girls.
Wow.
Obsessed. Like, I mean, if we want to get graphic, I used to really want to date Ginger Spice.
Wow.
And I used to hump my pillow. I'm going to be honest.
You know the dancing.
I know everything. I went and saw the movie with my one of my best friends, Sam, at the time. We were like, when she was on the screen, I remember going up. Like, I was a super fan, for sure. I was a super fan of the Spice Girls. Like, I was in love with Ginger Spice, and I also loved the songs. Wannabe was so good. They were one of the best girl groups ever. So my guilty pleasure, definitely when I was a little kid. Even though all of my friends, we were all obsessed with them. But yeah, listening to them. I guess another guilty pleasure during high school was I was obsessed with The Used and like all the emo bands. I guess Panic at the Disco. And yeah, I would never listen to it with anybody else though, because if I did, I would sing really loud, and I suck at singing. So that's so if you ever saw me driving in Los Angeles during this time when I was listening to all that music, which I still do, but I don't sing as loud as I do, you would have seen me being like, like really loud. Like we're almost like if we had camera phones at that time, you would have filmed me being like, what's wrong with this dude? He is really into the song. So that's number 4, right? Yeah. And number 5's got to be a good one. Let's see. I don't know. I feel like those are my like real good guilty pleasures right there. I was never. I mean, I went on tour with the Backstreet Boys. Funny enough. That wasn't a guilty pleasure. That was just like it happened to happen. I mean, I loved listening to the Blood Brothers, but I feel like I was never ashamed of that. But I was ashamed when I would put it on. My mom would take me to high school. But this was before I had my car in high school. It was like 9th grade. So imagine me, like the Blood Brothers are like this industrial screamo punk band. imagine me playing that with my mom in the car that listens to like 50s music and like weird Yugoslavian folk music. Like it was, I remember looking, I still remember thinking back and be like, damn, that is so embarrassing. My mom is just sitting there listening to me being like, and just going crazy. And she's just sitting there probably like, I can't wait to get to this damn school right now. So I guess it wasn't a guilty pleasure, but it was a guilty pleasure to listen to it in front of my mom, go crazy, and for her to think that she thought I was cool. That's what I thought. I bet she was like, man, my kid is weird right now. This music sucks.
Yeah. But so is Jude. So
yeah, it's me. You know what, Mom? It's me. Okay, so you got to deal with it.
That's great. So let's move on to the top 5 of your favorite times as a DJ.
Okay, favorite times as a DJ. I'll go through this one faster because I feel like I took so much time on the other top 5. Top 5 would be, I guess, number 1 is when I first played Coachella. My parents came and they cried. And I had told them I think it was 2 years before that, I had been saying like, I'm gonna be able to play that festival. I'm going to do it. And I had said it was gonna take me a year, but it took me 2 years. So it was really cool to like achieve my goal, my parents to see that happen for me. And, you know, everyone wants to make their parents proud. So them being at front of house, like crying their eyes out, being like, we're so happy. Because they were like 50% when I got into music, they were like, you know what, we'll support you, but here's the safety net that we need to do as parents. So they were awesome about it. So shout out my mom and dad. I love you. Number 2, gotta be when DJ Snake put my number up at Ultra. Like, yeah, of course it pissed me off. It was really funny. I gotta give it to him. The funniest thing too is that like he didn't know he was gonna do that because I was never supposed to come and play with him at Ultra or do, you know, Get Low. But I was randomly that I was landing in Miami and I had a layover and he was like, well, why don't you come and go during my set during your layover and then you can catch a later flight. And I was like, you know what, that works. And it was the worst idea I've ever had because my phone died in 30 minutes. Yeah. It was fully charged. I got on stage right when my number went up, 30 minutes in, dead. Because I got so many text messages. It was awful.
Did you answer them?
No. No.
That's rude.
I know, but there's too many. There was too many. If I turned my phone on, it would keep going. I had to go to when I had whatever service I had to go to the store, get a new SIM card immediately. I couldn't even use that old number anymore. It was so bad. So that's number 2. Number 3 was recently here in when I played EDC Mexico. I got to bring Fuego out and I got to bring Happy Colors out. And they both performed the songs that were on my album. So it felt like a really cool moment because I hadn't really talked about the album a lot that much. And during that time, that's when I actually started doing it. So it was really cool to like see the album come to fruition on stage and have the people that were on it performing it. So that's number 3. Number 4, I guess going on tour with Diplo back in 2000, I think it was 2011. It was really, really funny. This is how you get your you know, you got to pay your dues. So when I went on tour with him, I was like, oh, the shows are going to be amazing. They're going to be so awesome. No one cared about me. No one cared to the point of, this was in Europe too. So my music definitely was not in Europe. I remember the first show was in Bordeaux. And when I was playing, there were 3 people dancing for me. 3 people the whole time. Right when I went off, every single person came in for Diplo. No, but you got to pay your dues. And during that time, I had no barometer for it being like, I knew that it wasn't great. That only 3 people were seeing me, but I wasn't like, oh man, I'm so sad. It was like, cool, man, at least 3 people wanted to see me in France. That's crazy that 3 people knew my music from me just putting it online. And that kind of happened the whole tour. But it was really cool to be able to tour with Diplo, who still at that time he was already, he was big, but he kept getting bigger, blah blah blah. But it was really cool that he wanted me to be on tour with him, and then me getting to see how he performs to a lot of those people. I still think he's one of the best DJs on the mic and being able to rock the crowd. So that number 5, I guess, winning or getting a nomination for a Latin Grammy. Sorry, I was trying to predict the future right now that I'm going to win, but but that I don't know if that is in my DJ. I guess that is in my DJ career because that's me making music. So the fact that I guess one, the fact that I'm a DJ and that Residente wanted to even work with me was mind-blowing in and of itself to me. And then the amount of that him and I talk now is just incredible. And then third, that all of a sudden, you know, I wake up one day and we have a nomination for the Latin Grammy, and it was so funny. I remember texting him and being like, "Dude, I can't believe it." And he's like, "Congratulations on your nomination." I'm like, "What are you talking about? It's ours. We're together on this." But he's so awesome, and it's just I couldn't have done it without him, of course. And so thank you to him. I'm still just so blown away by that happening.
See, and it's funny because it's a Latin Grammy, not a Grammy per se, right?
Yeah. It's even more special to me because I'm a little white boy from Los Angeles that I never dreamed in my life to be able to win one. And the fact that it happened this fast with me doing the album that I did, it feels very validating for me for you know, continuing on my musical journey of making Moombahton. So. And
you have also a Latin American Music Awards nomination.
Yes, that one too. Yeah. I was gonna get into that one, but you know.
But I say it for you.
You ruined it. No, I'm just kidding.
So, talking about this, top 5 of the feelings you have when you received the news you have nominated for a Latin Grammy.
Okay. I couldn't believe it. So first it was disbelief, being like, "Wait, what? No, this can't be true. No." And then it was like me jumping around going, "Holy," can I swear?
Yeah.
"Shit! Holy shit! A fucking Latin Grammy." And then it was, I remember my mom texted me and she was like, "I am so proud of you. I can't believe you got a Latin Grammy nomination." So that was just like pure joy. The best joy I've ever had in my life. That was 3, 4. Still just mind blown. I think I still haven't fully grasped it yet. I think I've grasped it more than other things. But and then just so thankful to every person that watched that music video that was able, because I feel like that's what really helped put it into that category, because it's mind-blowing that it has the amount of views that it has on YouTube.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing. You're totally right. So, top 5 of your favorite moments in the studio while working on this album.
Okay. Can we talk about weed?
Yeah.
Okay, we can.
Yeah, of course, you can do
I might throw some people under the bus. My top 5 is 1. I love Fuego so much. He's incredible, and the reason I love him so much is him, my friend Jesse Baez, and Develop's another producer. Jesse Baez I've worked on. I made a song with him called Quiero Saber. They're some of my favorite people ever, and not only just because they're amazing people, but because when they get together, I have never seen so much smoking done. I won't tell you what they were smoking.
Okay.
But I think we can all guess because the room is green right now. It was like, I don't even think I ever saw one disappear or them stop. Wow. Like it just kept going. So and also the reason I think it's so amazing is because their personalities never changed. Wow. Like for me, if I don't smoke, I used to way back in high school. My parents got mad at me, you know. But if I do, I get so much anxiety, and then I weird myself out, and you know, it's bad. So the fact that they could just like completely be normal, I was blown away.
They were not laughing or something?
No, normal. And then let's see, the other one, Happy Colors. When we were in the studio together, just he has the best voice. He has such an interesting accent because he sort of has like this. He puts like S's at the end of a lot of his Spanish, but then when he drinks, all he says is like "Mama huevo," and just only will like say curse words, or just like, you know, "Hey, Happy, do you like this? Estás bien vergas." And he's just so funny. He's one of the funniest dudes ever. Incredible producer as well. Yarina DeMarco, just working with her was mind-blowing because she comes from a background where her parents played jazz music, and so she knows how to make, you know, all kinds of music that has to do with pop, or if she knows how the structure of dance music works. So that's why it's just really easy to work with her, and she just understands music so well, and she's just incredible. Number 4 now, Three?
Yeah.
Four? Four. Number 4, working with Residente. The amount of times that him and I went back and forth, I think we have at least 24 versions of Sexo. Just because we kept trying different things, and then he would tell me to do something else, and it was just really such a fun collaborative project with him. And then number 5, let's see, I guess working with Milkman, he was the one that set up the Mexico City writers camp, and now we're really good friends, and my studio's right next to his in LA. So that part is definitely I think the best part of the whole album is that there was like I have friendships with all these people now that I worked with, and even more so like now we even hang out back in Los Angeles. So it's really cool.
You have new friends now. That's really cool. So, top 5 of your favorite songs on this album.
Okay. It's already in order on the album. Sorry. So, it's White Boy, number 1, Esta Noche, number 2, No Pare, number 3, Sexo, number 4, and I think number 5 is... I think it's We the Funk, but it might not be. I think it might be Never Let You Go.
Okay.
But I'll replace those. We the Funk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm curious because I know you have a good relationship with a lot of artists from Latin America, but you decided to do an album that it's almost in Spanish. Why is that?
So back in 2011, I had made this song, Keke, with Maluka and Diplo, and that song was in Spanglish. Fast forward to 2016, I was uninspired with what I was doing. I didn't really know what I wanted to do for my second album. I really wanted to make sure that my second album was cohesive and it made sense. And so my manager and I were talking, and he was like, well, why don't we go back to when you were having the most fun? And I was like, yeah, the most fun I was having was when I was working on that West Side EP that I did for Mad Decent. So he's like, why don't we make an album that is like, you know, kind of in Spanglish? So that's what we sought out to do, and I got in touch with Toy Selecta, who ended up A&Ring the album for me. It turned into a whole different thing, something even better than what I thought was going to happen. So, but yeah, the reason the album is called Wut Wut is because it's an homage to Keke.
Ah, okay. That was the next question. You're really, really good at reading minds. So, top 5, because this is our last one, of your favorite Spanish words.
Oh, favorite Spanish words. Okay, chingón, que pedo, estás bien verga, que lo que, and let's see, te quiero, te necesito, ven conmigo.
That's a pickup line.
That's a one word for me because I can say it so fast.
You say that to girls.
No, I just say it to myself in the mirror, and I'm like, yeah, cool.
Okay. I like it very, very much. So, Viva Mexico, cabrones.
Viva Mexico, cabrones.
There you go.
Cabronski.
So, we'll see you when you get your Grammy, okay?
Oh my God, yes, definitely.
Okay, thank you very much, Dillon. Anything you want to say to the ElectroLovers?
I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening to my music. Thanks for watching this. We love you to death. Hearts.
We love you too. Thank you very much. Y bueno, ya saben, suscríbanse, prendan la campanita, dejen sus comentarios, compartan el video y denle mucho amor a Dillon Francis. Adiós.
Adiós, mi gente.
Colores y trajo a los mejores mariachis de la plaza frente a tu casa. Porque quieres sexo. Le escribí un poema. Porque quieres sexo.
¡Hey! Todavía no te vayas. Si quieres ver el último video, dale click aquí. Si quieres ver un video que escogí especialmente para ti, dale click aquí.
Dímelo claro, no te veo, me siento fatal, no sé